This podcast is brought to you by Primary Arms. Primary Arms seeks to provide the best shopping experience for everything firearms. With over 13,000 products from over 400 top brands, Primary Arms carries a complete selection of rifles, handguns, firearms parts, shooting gear, apparel, and more. Every order comes with a commitment to superior service backed by fast shipping and an expert support team. Primary Arms, serving freedom since 2008. Find out more at frn.deals/PA. Hello and welcome to the AR-15 podcast. This show is for you if you just bought your first AR or if you've been building them for years. There is something we can all do to take our black rifles to the next level. My name is Nick Dooley. I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Garth Over.
Hey, buddy. We're past Thanksgiving. We've moved on from Black Friday into Cyber Monday, and there's just a lot of good deals out there. So I don't know if you found them, but I found a few so far.
Well, I sure did, but it is that time of year, and since it is that time of year, I think it's time for us to do an AR-15 gift guide.
I think so. I think that's just the perfect thing to do for the holiday season.
Yep, so we'll get into that here in just a little bit with the gift guide coming up, but have you done anything kind of interesting firearms related in the last couple weeks? Or week, or however it's been since we talked.
Just trying to teach my scar how to shoot straight. That's about it at this point. Went to a local gun shop this last weekend and watched a few friends spend a lot of money, and I even picked up a nice little reticle sight. So I went with a holographic for the first time in my life, and so looking forward to getting out to the range here in the next couple days and sighting that in and giving that a whirl.
Yep, holo sights are nice. I have one at home myself, and they can be a really great thing.
No, it's really, it wasn't even my decision. Another buddy hit me up. He's like, "Hey, you should check a price out for me." And I looked through it and I went, "I've never heard of this guy or not this company before." And I really liked the reticle and the idea behind it. It has a internal battery that's solar powered. So,
was it a Holosun?
No, it's not a Holosun. I can pull it up real quick because I actually haven't looked at it since I bought it again. But it's a fantastic little sight. I'm not gonna lie. If I can find the message, and I don't have it right now. I'd have to go downstairs to get it. So maybe next time. Actually, maybe when I actually got and sighted in, I'll know a little bit more. But no, just from that internal battery alone, that really persuaded me into purchasing it. So,
well, all right then. So I still haven't done anything interesting or neat in the past couple weeks. Other than doing a little bit of shopping and stuff like that, and checking out some of those deals that we talked about that have.
Yeah, the deals online have been insane. Yeah, I've been all over the state recently, doing this, that, and the other thing, and going into certain shops, and it's really hard to beat a good deal online anymore. And I shouldn't say that completely. I was just up in Bismarck, North Dakota, 2 days ago, and I was shopping around at a few gun shops up there, and they have a pretty good selection of little shops up there. But I stopped this one that was called the Shooter's Armory. And if any of you guys are from Bismarck or the Mandan area, it's definitely worth checking out. I wasn't really impressed with their selection of firearms, but that's really not what they're there for. These guys are a straight up AR builders workshop. They have pretty much every part you need to build any AR or AR-10, and definitely something worth checking out. So again, if you guys are in the Mandan, Bismarck area, please go check out Shooter's Armory and let them know that we sent you there, even though they have no idea who I am. I didn't mention that we did the podcast or anything like that. So they'll be like, "Oh, thanks. Who the heck's that?" Just mention that Garth was in their shop the other day and really appreciated their business. I picked up a couple Glock sights. Actually, it wasn't even AR related. They had a a great selection of night sights for the Glocks up there, and so I picked up a couple sets of those. And so, yeah. But as far as anything else, though, online I think is just the way to go for purchasing pretty much anything you need. Because I mean, you walk into a shop with one specific thing on your mind and they don't have it, you're a little bummed out, man. But if you get on any of our affiliate sites or our sponsor like Primary Arms or Palmetto State, the options are endless. And right now there is some fantastic deals out there. So
there really, really are. It's great to have the deals coming back the way that they some of the prices are returning to where they were pre-COVID crazy.
no, that's exactly what it is. When I was in Shields this past weekend, I found ammo for a 9mm at $16 a box. That's pre-pandemic price.
Yeah, so I mean, it's great to see things coming back to prices where they should be. But nope. So when we talked about that, let's go ahead and move on into our gift guide here, bud.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I know that we had talked about it in a couple different ways of putting this out, and we kind of set this up as a price tiered, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go first, and then I'll have you go. So my number one thing that you could pick up, and this is one of those like stocking stuffers for the AR person in your life, if you're really looking for one. Mags.
You stole my thunder, but go ahead.
I mean, PMags are back down to or are like $9 to $10, and there's no point in not having quality mags.
No, I agree on that front. Actually, I just picked them up from Second Amendment Warehouse. I found PMags for $8 a pop. And so with shipping, it was $95 total. And I ordered 10 of them because you can never have enough magazines. And I actually got yelled at the other day for ordering them. And my buddy goes, "Why do you need 10 more AR mags?" I said, "Why don't I need 10 more AR mags?"
Well, magazines are an expendable item at some point. Like they break. They you can buy spring kits for them and stuff like that. And I understand having all that. I've had mags that broke feed lips. I've legitimately ripped the floor plate off of mags. I've done about everything to a magazine that you can do.
Yeah.
And it's way better to just be like, well, chuck that one, and then you just grab a new mag and you're ready to go.
No, I'm there with you. And then I just brought up the fact that, in a battle pack situation, you guys carry 7, obviously. I'm more of the tradition that every AR I own should have 10 mags married to it. And so that just leaves a handful of mags that are left over that I don't have any place to put. But at the same time, like I said, things happen. Spring goes bad. You break the feed lip. You crack the magazine because, we're living that farm ranch lifestyle. So it's always good to have just a couple extra spare ones. And I know there's guys out there that have a whole bunch more than us when they have milk cartons full of them, hiding under their bed or whatever. But I see no harm in having, 20 or 30 extra PMags, especially at that $8 price range.
Yep, and I too am a firm believer of 10 mags for every rifle, and I even like to keep 5 mags for every handgun myself, a minimum. But
yeah, I'm there with you too.
So mags. That's the number one item on our list here. Is definitely magazines.
Absolutely.
So Garth, since I stole your thunder for number 1, what was your number 2?
Well, I got to pull my list up. So you go ahead, number 2, and I'll bring you up 3 and 4. All right.
All right. My number 2 is could be number 2 and number 10. For one, it's not that expensive, but it's also could be the most expensive thing you buy. Ammo. You are seeing it back to where you'll see the 20 round 20 round box of 5.56. It might be, Tula or Wolf steel case ammo. But buying a 20 round pack of ammo and dropping it in somebody's stocking or a present for someone is definitely always appreciated.
It really is, especially around the Christmas season, because you know what goes great with ammo is guns, and there might be a few guns under the Christmas tree this year. And what better way to break that gun in by giving a 50 round box of ammo so you can go out to the range and sight that bad boy in? That's a fantastic gift. And again, depending on what you're buying for, but I mean, like you said, the prices are coming down. So if you want to give the gift of ammo.
Exactly.
So, all right. Well, now that we're on the third, this is, I think, one of the most important pieces of the AR. And right now, there's some amazing sale prices on them. The lower receiver. Now, this can get expensive, and it really just depends on how much you want to pay for the stamp that's on the AR itself. Because I know they can range from anywhere from, I'd say $50 up to $200 to $50. I mean, it just depends on what manufacturer is stamping on your lower. I know I'm just looking at the PSA ones right now. A PSA strip lower is going for $60, and then it just depends on what design they've put on there and everything like that. But you get a 3-pack for $160. That's a fantastic idea. If you give someone a lower for Christmas, chances are by, I don't know, summer, they're going to have a fully completed AR because they're going to go, well, crap, now I've got to build a gun. Thanks for that.
Yep, there are a bunch of lowers out there, and a inexpensive lower is always a appreciated gift.
And who's to say you have to give a incompleted lower? You can always do a full kit, and actually the full kits aren't even that bad price right now. A full kit AR or full kit completed lower is $130 right now.
Yeah, and that's
not a bad
not
price.
terrible.
No.
So my item number 3 was eye and ear protection.
Fair enough. You might want to save some eyes. You might want to save some ears.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise you wind up with cool guy hearing aids like me, and I know that I'm walking around with chunks of metal stuck in my face from guns blowing up, and I wouldn't have an eye if it wasn't for iPro. So this doesn't mean go out and buy the 99-cent pack of foamies, but a pair of Howard Lakes is like $50 on Amazon, or the Walker over the ear electronic muffs.
Yeah, I was just going to look those up and see what they're priced at currently.
Yep, and I want to say they're in that like $45 to $50 range as well.
Oh, absolutely. That's what they normally are. I was just seeing if we could maybe find a deal through one of our fine affiliates.
And so I will have my entire list. I have links posted to a lot of it, and I did not do one for eye and ear protection just because some of that, like you can even pick up the Magpul shooting sunglasses, and they have a little bit of that cool guy factor, and but eye and ear protection is another thing that you can always get that gun person on your list.
Yeah, I'm just seeing right now they're got some amazing deals. Now the electronic ones are obviously a little cheaper, but a $10 pair of Walker headphones, not electronic, but still that'll do the job.
Yep.
So, all right, number 5. Where did I go? Now you got me all flustered on my list again. I know mine just keeps getting a little bit more expensive, but optics.
Yep.
Optics right now, there is some amazing buy one, get one deals going on. Actually, buy two, get one through our good friends at Swamp Fox. And every AR should be completed with a good set of optic on it. I mean, you could go simple as a red dot, or you could go all the way up to our 1 to 10 power scopes that they have. And man, The deal actually, they have a great, fantastic deal on their 1 to 4 right now for $200. That's a steal. Their glass is so clean and smooth to look through. It is just a fantastic scope. I can never say enough good things about them.
Yep. Now, I'm gonna move on. My number 4 is one of those things that a lot of times that you and I don't have to do a lot of or
Mm.
need a lot, but gun cases.
Gun cases are a nice essential.
Now, gun cases range in price from like I think I have a solid one here. Let me pull up the link. I have, or at least try to, if I can get everything to cooperate with me. The one I have here from our friends at Primary Arms. They have a nice, small little. It's a nylon. It's a fabric, gun case. It's $30, and it is a zip up. You can get it in tan, green, or black. It'll hold 2 rifles, has pouches for your mags on the outside, and for if you're walking from your vehicle to your house, then you might not want to be wandering around with a rifle all the time. So starting with that $30 gun case is one of those. That's a solid investment for a lot of people to have.
Absolutely, it is. Are we on 5? Is this 5 already?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Okay, thereabouts. Another great stocking stuffer idea: tools, repair kits, cleaning supplies. Right now, our friends at Palomino State have a True Glow AR-15 wrench for $25, and that's just a fantastic, neat idea for any guy who wants to build or work on their AR-15.
See, now you definitely took some of my thunder there.
Okay.
Because tools were going to be my number 8.
Oh, okay.
And the reason for that is, so I am kind of a tool snob.
Mm.
It's you've been down in the basement enough to see that I have some really, really nice tools, and then I have some that are like, what is that thing? Because they're weird custom one-off tools.
Yeah.
And the best place to get all of those is from one manufacturer.
Mm.
And that manufacturer, who we will at some point, I'm going to keep hammering them till they decide to come on the show, is Real Avid. So Real Avid makes, like, this is the one of the more expensive items I have on my list. The Real Avid AR-15 Armorer's Master Toolkit. And this has everything from a reaction rod to put new barrels on upper receivers.
Mm-hmm.
It has vice blocks, the punches and the punch sets, the scrapers, the delta ring tool, the front or the detent pin insert tools. All of those crazy little tools that I find so wonderful to use. It even has a custom made block that is for a AR-15. So all of the pins and everything it sets in for driving trigger pins in, all of those things are set in there.
Mm.
Now, Primary Arms has them right now for $250 for that toolkit.
That's a solid deal.
And it is everything you need to be a AR Smith, except for a vice.
And those are also a handy piece to have, but I haven't seen any of those on sale.
No, so that was one on mine as well, because tools are great. I actually think the link I sent to was just to the all of the Real Avid products.
Mm-hmm.
The master, they are the Master Armor's Master Toolkit is amazing. I know I use their Smart Bench block all the time. I have their acupunches. Like I think I have almost every tool they have listed for the AR because I do have the Armorer's Master Wrench and all of those things as well. And that front sight detent tool, or I'm sorry, the forward detent installer tool. That thing is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah. Another thing that I just, and it's not to any specific kid or anything, but a rubber mallet. I can't say enough good things about having a rubber mallet in your toolkit, so you don't beat the piss out of your gun, because even a small blemish will stand out in the worst way to you. Now, if your buddy sees it, he might not recognize it at all. But after you spend 2 hours trying to get that one pin out, and you scuff up your gun, that sticks with you for a while. So, a rubber mallet is a fantastic item to have.
That definitely does stick with some people for a while.
Yeah. It bothers me a lot, and then I try to touch it up, and I do more damage. So, yeah.
So you could just throw them in gravel.
I know I should just beat them up, and then I wouldn't care.
So, I mean,
another
no firearms were harmed in the making of this episode.
No, they're my children. I can't do that to my guns. Can't. It bothers me.
So I still have some stuff on the list. What else do you have?
Please continue.
Do you have other stuff on the list yet?
I have a few things on my list yet.
All right. Well, we talked to these guys not long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I know after getting that one, you too learned what a great thing it is to have a good sling.
A sling is the perfect. Oh yeah. I would love on Christmas morning to wake up and have like 2 slings show up in my stocking. At least.
A padded sling from Flatline Fiber Co. 100%. That is just a solid gift all the way around.
Yeah, just for the fact it was said before, and I'll say it again. It is the holster for the AR-15, and honestly, I never thought I would like a sling until I put them on my weapons, and now I have all this extra room for activities. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yep, and that is definitely a very much so good thing to have on is that that sling. It's but go check them out from Flatline Fiber, and that is a great thing.
But you see, if you got a sling, you need something to put it on, like a full upper kit. And if you were ever to check out a few of our affiliates, again, such as Palmetto State, they have some amazing deals on full upper kits right now, ranging from what was normally $1,000 kit down to $680 kit. You're going to save $300 to $400 on these kits right now, guys. So if you're in the process of looking to do a build, this is the time. Now, maybe you want to build it from scratch, and I totally understand that. But if you want to do a lazy man build and buy an upper and a lower and just slap them together with a couple pins, well, there's nothing wrong with that too.
Oh, Gunsmith.
I have created fire.
Yep. No. So that is definitely another one. Now, one other thing that I added to this. So obviously, go to Flatline Fiber to get the slings, and we have links to that stuff that'll be in the show notes. This is another one that you should have in your range bag all the time. A med kit.
Med kits are handy. If we only had another affiliation. Wait, we do.
Yep, we do have an affiliate link with My Medic. Also, one of the ones that I was looking at here that really I was happy to see was on on Primary Arms, because you can get almost everything from this one sponsor we have. But they have North American Rescue trauma kits on sale. and for $60.
It's fantastic.
So that includes, your tourniquets, everything like that, and you can get them in whatever color your range gear is.
Mm.
So, like, if you got one of those, if you get yourself a fabric shooting case, you can go ahead and molly that right to it, and then always have your med kit wherever your rifle is. But med kits are very important because, as we've talked about before, if you know that is probably the best skill, things that people should look into.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, you said range bags, so it just got me thinking of things that you might want to take to the range. And you know what? When you get to the range, you want to shoot something, and what better thing to shoot than cold hard steel?
Yes.
Which would just take us to another recent interview we had with Atlas Target Works out of Watertown, South Dakota. These guys do a phenomenal job. Brad does a phenomenal job over there. And they've got some pretty great deals right now on the website. So if you want to go check them out, atlastargetworks.com, and you can find all your shooting steel needs.
Yep, and that is, targets are another gift that is great to open up and receive.
It doesn't have to be a big one. I know they got little gopher ones and the little prairie dogs, and yeah, the 2-inch squares. Those are actually a blast to shoot at 25 yards with a 22 open sight, just to hone that skill in. So,
Yep, they really are.
Mm.
So now there's two things here that I'm going to talk about now,
Okay.
and one of them I just found out about yesterday.
All right.
So someday maybe we'll put out what you should have on a duty grade AR.
Mm.
So a lot of my personal ARs have lights on them.
Mm.
So I think lights are another one that you can definitely hand out. I know that I have talked to both you and the Sasquatch before, and you guys have ordered the Streamlight ProTac.
Yeah, I currently have 4 of those.
They are a super solid deal.
They are.
You can get them everywhere for about $100, or right in that mark, and that comes with a good light with a switch.
Yep.
That has both a constant and a momentary on, and they are just such a solid deal to have. I mean, they hold up and they just work great. I have the Streamlights on. I have Streamlights. I have Surefires.
Mm.
I've tried out a handful of different lights, and so lights are definitely something on there. And again, I have a link to getting the Streamlight ProTac rail mounted light because it is one of the best values. But with that, I found out about a new product from a company I had heard of before, but I didn't realize they were making.
Okay.
So the company is called Thrym. Thrym. And they make the Cleanse, or C-Lens is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what this product does is it is like a screen protector for your light.
Oh, really?
So you put it on your flashlights, and you order the book of them, and you put it on top of your light. And then when you're out doing training and doing things, and you have that carbon blowback from whatever getting on your light and starting to turn it colors.
Mm.
When you're done, you just peel it off instead of having all that stain actually on the lens of your light.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean it's a really neat concept, and I saw it. I looked them up. They're like $8 to $10,
Mm-hmm.
and they make them for both handgun lights and rifle lights from about every major reputable manufacturer.
That is all right. If I could get my internet to load, I'd move to my next point, but it's not loading right now.
Well, fair enough, but it's just that's one of those where having that protection on that lens
Mm,
might not seem like a lot, but then you don't have to buy a new bezel or something like that because I know that you've seen some of my lights that sit beside, or right along where my suppressor mounts are,
yep.
and they get carboned up pretty bad.
Yeah, they've been yeah.
So having that where I don't have to worry about that anymore, I can peel that off when it gets bad enough that it doesn't shine as bright, is a super handy thing.
Mm, there it is. Perfect. All right, now we're good. This is actually something my brother just recently bought for me, and I appreciate it so much. That will make any AR enthusiast happy. Is a brass catch, especially for those guys who love to reload and don't want to spend a whole bunch of time looking through tall grass for their brass.
Speaking of reloading, we had one of our had Seth here say he's trying to talk Santa into a new turret press. I understand getting the turret press, bud. It is good. But if you have the money, go with the Dillon 750.
It's a sweet setup.
I do love my Dillons. And it's not just because blue's my favorite color.
Well, see, that just helps with the brass catch, man. That way.
No, brass catches are good, especially if you're shooting some of the more odd calibers.
Yep. That is a fact. So
what else do you have on your list after that?
beyond that, what do else I have? Oh, I think that's all I had wrote down. So now it's just diving through. Did you
Well,
have anything else wrote?
I do. I have two other things.
All right, let's hear them.
And
That may jog my memory.
yep. Well, my number 9 thing is training classes.
Mm.
Buying someone the gift of training is a great thing.
Are you plugging yourself?
Well, I'm not giving any classes. I'm not doing any classes for the next year. So,
Well, that's fair.
but no, definitely giving someone the gift of training is a great thing because as they go out and like, I would love it if someone would buy me training
Mm.
from some of the instructors out there
Yeah.
because it's I travel and go do trainings and stuff like that, and that's one of those where if you know someone has been talking about taking a class,
Mm.
do the hey, I bought you a class. You will make their day. Then they just have to make the time to get there.
Exactly.
But no, training is incredibly important. So if you have the ability to give the gift of training, I do highly encourage that. And that gift of training might even be taking someone to the range for the first time and teaching them how to shoot safely.
Yes. That could be a big thing.
And it's, take one of your relatives that's never shot an AR and have them go out and like a couple rounds.
Yep.
I mean, for some of us, that's really hard to find someone who's never shot one.
In our area, that's pretty near impossible.
Yeah. But nope, there is one other gift that we should talk about. Because, in the tactical space, if you will,
Mm.
almost every product you buy has a Velcro patch on it, or has a Velcro panel on it.
If only they did, yeah. If only we knew a guy.
Yep, like everything you buy from backpacks to even med kits and gun cases, they all have this little patch of soft Velcro on the side.
Mm. And if
That
we could just introduce them to our friend over at Patriot Patch, patriotpatch.co.
Yeah, I mean they could do something like join the Patch of the Month Club.
They could, and boy, just not only the patches, but they have a lot of other neat, cool items as well. Actually, I just realized I've been playing with one of the Christmas ornaments that he sent out, and I'm gonna put up on my tree as soon as December hits. So,
Yep, even the metal signs,
mm,
and then I know I love the mats.
yes, the cleaning mats / mouse pad mats.
Yes, are amazing, and so many great products to get the gun lover on your list from patriotpatch.co. Well, do you
You know,
have
I was
what's
just
that?
gonna ask you, do you have any honorable mentions?
In honorable mentions, I had those things. The good sling, the eye and ear protection, again, ammo.
Mm.
Um, if anybody is looking for a gift for me, I take 55 grain 5.56 or 223. Um, you know, there's there's so much other stuff that we could put on. Like I almost put on mag holders for your belt
Mm.
for doing some of the drills at the range, where you can have that $10 to $15 mag pouch that just slips on. And I also know that getting kit can get very personal because a person has the color they want, or they go with one specific type or setup, or you wind up with a basement like mine that's full of random gear.
Yeah. Well, one of the honorable mentions for me would been the kits right now because they have some outstanding deals over at Spartan Armor Systems, and while obviously it can get expensive, I want to say they were like 60% off or something currently. It looks like a full kit. Well, I'm just browsing their website right now, and I'm seeing prices of like $300, and I know they can get up to near 1,000. So,
No, that is definitely one of those things that's being able to protect yourself and or you know giving a gift to other people who might want that.
mm.
I know Premier Body Armor had a sale on backpack armor kits and things of that nature. So that is definitely one of the things that can go along great to show people you care about them and want them to stick around.
Absolutely.
Uh, no, but along with that, like I said, even the other things that work great. This is something that we didn't really even talk about, and really it didn't even mention, because there is one gift card that fits like everybody, no matter, or one thing that fits everyone no matter what their size is.
Was that a gift card?
It is a gift card. And getting a gift card to Shields, or Cabela's, or Primary Arms, or
Mm.
Brownells, or any of those, where, hey, I know you're into guns, or even just a prepaid Visa gift card in whatever. I know you're into this, and I don't know what to get you. Here is money. Get the thing you want to get.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. Because that's just money that's not coming out of your pocket. You can, oh, it's a joyous feeling.
It really is. And one other thing, I know we talked about some of this already when we talked about mags. Gun Mag Warehouse has some crazy, crazy deals right now.
Mm.
I know they had Lancer mags, which are rapidly becoming my favorites, for below $16.
Mm-hmm.
It goes $12 for the Lancer mags in every color, to include translucent red. And I know I sure do love my Lancer mags. They've almost taken the place of P mags as my favorites.
That's fair. I'm on the fence yet on that, but that's okay.
Yep, and they are, I know they're a whole like $2 more than PMags, but it's I've just really liked the way they feel in my hand, but I also really like my PMags.
Yeah.
There's a couple of brands that would really need to step up their game before I would ever recommend them.
And so for that reason, we won't.
Exactly. I won't even mention their names because when they do things like explode rounds all over the place on this first time you load them because the feed lips aren't strong enough.
Yeah.
Or the plastic they use is made out of melted down Pringles lids. The memes. But that's really all I have for the Christmas list.
Yeah, I think beyond that, just go out. Oh, he's got it.
There is one more thing that you could get the person that loves the AR in your life.
All right.
That would be a T-shirt from the AR-15 podcast.
Fair. Why not support your favorite podcast?
Exactly. Or at least show the world how much you love your favorite podcast.
Yeah, we also have stickers. So, I mean, you can always slap that on the back of the truck. I mean, and then just let everyone know who's driving behind you that let's not mess with this guy.
I have one on my laptop. Yep. But Brownells did have, I see some of these guys are posting stuff up in the chat here. Brownells had some crazy deals. Today they had a BRN 180 lower. So that is one of the buffer tubeless lowers for like $99. That's the cheapest I've ever seen them.
Wow.
Because that is a incredible deal. And I think if we're starting to run out of stuff here, Garth, why don't you tell everyone where they can find us? We do have the network has a new website that we've migrated to, but you can still find us by Googling the AR-15 podcast. And we've just moved some of our stuff over, and I'll be posting the links to that shortly.
Yep. So if you guys want to get a hold of us, obviously we have our AR-15 podcast 2.0 at gmail.com, AR-15 podcast 2.0 on the Instagram, AR-15 podcast 2.0 on YouTube, AR-15 podcast on Facebook, and then obviously the network. If you guys tune in there, where you can get all of our show notes, links, and just find a whole other host of great podcasts to listen to.
Yep, and that is exactly right. In pushing through with where those things are, that is where you can find us online. We'll have the full show notes for this episode. We have the notes for the episodes we've had on before. And Garth, do you have anything else to tell to them here before we leave?
No, not at all, actually. Just wish everyone a Merry Christmas this season and happy trails until we meet again.
And I'm still not singing, but you folks out there, you stay safe and stay armed.